Hi everyone, I'm Jim Plaguey, President and CEO of Bank Iowa. 2020 has posed its share of challenges, one of them making our annual report a top priority. So we decided this year to provide an annual report for 2019 and a mid-year update in video format. On a sad note, I'd like to recognize the passing of one of our co-founders, Harry Barr. Harry was a model for the values we live out every day. I personally think Harry's strongest value was enable great things, as I believe he helped set a foundation for us to do just that every day here at Bank Iowa. Harry, you'll be dearly missed. Throughout our history, Bank Iowa has built its reputation on being there for our clients, team members, and communities. We're counted on to show up every day, and now, even in this most crucial time, they are all counting on us to empower people, inspire success, and foster growth. Our decisions and actions during the time of a global crisis are essential to keeping our local and global economies going and will be remembered for years to come. Who would have guessed that the hard work we did in 2019 would poise us to weather the unprecedented events of 2020? I'm thankful for our Bank Iowa team members, boards of directors, and shareholders who have positioned Bank Iowa well in this extraordinary time. If you recall, in 2018, we embarked on intensive strategic planning with an emphasis on what our strategic growth objectives would be, knowing that this would launch us into our longer-term strategic goals. We established 5 2025 five-year focus pillars: performance, growth, talent, innovation, and brand experience. Detailed plans outlining broad objectives, specific goals, and action steps were developed. In addition to the bank goals and action steps, every region, department, and team member developed goals and action steps that align with the bank goals. We are now in the process of implementation, although COVID has certainly been a disruption. The performance pillar focuses on improved profitability and efficiency. The metrics in this pillar are return on assets, return on equity, efficiency ratio, and non-interest income and net income growth. Several initiatives are underway in this pillar, including an early retirement program that was announced in late July, for which 20 of our team members are eligible, and an analysis of our smaller offices and departmental staffing. The growth pillar focuses on loan and deposit growth while maintaining prudent underwriting standards, pricing, and deposit mix. Our initial goals were 7.5% annual loan growth, 4% annual deposit growth, and total assets of at least $1.9 billion by the end of 2025. We are now in the process of reevaluating these goals in light of the current economic climate. In early 2019, Bank Iowa switched asset liability management and investment partner relationships from FTN to Performance Trust out of Chicago. We also engaged Swady & Associates to conduct a cost study on how we can improve our non-interest income. We performed due diligence and based on Swady's findings, began the process of implementing 12 efforts to improve non-interest income with projected annual revenue of almost $200,000 in 2020. The onset of COVID resulted in an historical drop in interest rates. This has resulted in a record level of home refinancing, and I'm pleased to report that we were well positioned to assist our clients. In 2019, we had a record volume of almost $100 million of home loans. We already surpassed that volume in 2020 at the end of June. In addition to organic growth in 2019, we expanded our footprint and facilities. The Pella office, a branch of the Oskaloosa region, officially opened in 2019 and has been well received in this progressive and growing community. We didn't give the team in Oskaloosa much time to adjust to the Pella addition, as we added another location to their region when we completed the acquisition of First State Bank of Colfax, a $50 million bank, in December 2019. As with Pella, Colfax fits nicely into our Oskaloosa and Des Moines footprints. A computer conversion and complete facility remodel were completed in Colfax in the first and second quarters of 2020. We also officially broke ground on the new Clarinda Bank in 2019, solidifying our commitment to Clarinda and the greater Southwest Iowa region. Construction on this beautiful new facility was completed in June of 2020. Bank Iowa donated the previous main bank facility to the City of Clarinda to be used as their City Hall and city offices. And finally, in May 2019, we consolidated 3 corporate and administrative offices into one location at the Pinehurst building, located just across the street from our West Des Moines Bank office and former corporate headquarters. This updated facility provides a larger training space, a fully devoted technical training room to keep our frontline staff up to date, multiple meeting and collaborative spaces, and an impressive non-traditional workspace to attract and retain new talent. Speaking of talent, the talent pillar focuses on the greatest asset at Bank Iowa, our talent, our team. Knowing this, we continue to invest in them, their talent development, and enriching the workplace culture at Bank Iowa. In 2019, we completed and refreshed Bank Iowa's purpose, vision, and values. Upon completion, we launched the new purpose, vision, and values through an impressive and inspirational video direct mail piece. We also included appreciation gifts to all team members. Our new purpose statement, empower people, inspire success, foster growth, have become the 6 most important words in our Bank Iowa vernacular. In addition to raising the standard in talent development, workplace culture, and environment, our team continues to raise the standard when it comes to giving back to the communities in which we live and work. In 2019, team members contributed 12,772 hours of volunteer time, an increase from 9,928 hours in 2018. In 2019, we also launched our first Gallup Q12 survey that measures Bank Iowa team members' engagement. We had a stunning 97% response rate for our first survey. We learned valuable lessons that are helping us shape decisions about leadership, engagement, and culture. Our second survey launched at the end of July and ran through mid-August. We're anxiously awaiting the results to see where we can continue to improve and grow as a company. This fall, we'll also launch Gallup's Clifton Strengths Assessment bank-wide. All 270 team members will discover their personal strengths profile and how to use that to lead, be a healthy part of a team, and serve our clients, communities, and families. A group of leaders have already taken the assessment and have enjoyed learning about leaning into and leading with their strengths. Speaking of those 270 team members, we gathered them all together in February 2020 for the first Bank Iowa Summit. This reimagined all-bank gathering had us learning, laughing, listening, honing skills, and honoring our teammates' successes and years of service. We ended the day with a community service project. It was a great event with outstanding people. We also continue to refine our organizational structure. We're making it a priority to get our talent in the right role to maximize efficiency and deliver quality. This resulted in bringing loan operations under the management of the credit department and conducting our first ever bank-wide loan assistant training session. Additionally, we implemented a bank-wide credit underwriting department for commercial loans, including the hiring of a 3rd credit analyst in Des Moines, freeing our lending teams to focus on building relationships. 2020 brought about the retirement of many long-term team members, notably Regional Presidents Renee Hinker and Scott Bruce. Their departure made way for some rising stars to take the lead in those regions. Senior lender Brian Carlin succeeded Renee in Lawler, and Chad Leedy took the reins from Scott in Denison. We've also developed an early retirement program, which is being rolled out in the 3rd quarter of 2020. Our innovation pillar has certainly had some recent challenges. If we have learned anything in the first 2 quarters of 2020, it's that digital technology is intimately woven into nearly every facet of our lives. It's currently the way we connect, the way we go to work, the way we're entertained, and for most, the way we bank. For this reason, innovation and technology will be among our greatest opportunities and challenges as a community bank. We continue to adapt to new and changing technological advancements and the sophisticated demands of our customer base. Bank Iowa provides secure and relevant platforms to our clients and team members. We performed 19 major application upgrades last year, including the Phoenix 2019 release, Laser Pro, Deposit Pro, Profit Stars, OpenPath, Allegent, and Teller, to list just a few. In 2020, we deployed dozens of laptops in a matter of weeks, allowing many non-customer-facing team members to work from home. A 2019 implementation of Microsoft 365 provided an excellent platform for meeting together while social distancing and working from home. Microsoft Teams is the new conference room during this global pandemic. In June 2020, we hired a new IT director, Dustin Caldwell. Dustin has experience in improving operational efficiency and executing on department goals that will allow us to further our vision to serve our audiences. We'll be leaning heavily on him as we discover and respond to how our customers' behaviors and expectations are changing. Our lending team continues to leverage technology to improve our service and increase our market share in each region. With the help of our IT team, lenders selected a customer relationship CRM vendor and began implementation in late 2019. Quest Analytics, our bank-wide CRM platform, helps track sales calls, customer relationships, and reinforces the burgeoning sales culture at Bank Iowa. Our final but very important pillar is brand experience. On the heels of a brand refresh in 2018, we launched a new Bank Iowa website aligning the bank's new brand look and feel. In addition to raising our brand awareness by 13% among consumers and 5% among farmers, the marketing team launched the successful social media Bird's Eye View campaign featuring drone footage of all our 23 beautiful and unique communities. They also reestablished a monthly internal newsletter called the Bank Iowa Spotlight. As if that wasn't enough, our marketing team wrote and illustrated a children's book, Eleanor Saves the Day, for our Young Savers program. During the first 4 months of the Eleanor Saves the Day campaign, the bank increased new young accounts savers accounts by over 1,000% and increased new young account savers account balances by over 250%. The marketing team was rewarded for their efforts in 2019 by winning 11 marketing awards. In late 2019, we filmed 5 30-second commercials and created a brand video for the launch of our new messaging campaign, Let's Make It Happen, and it was launched in March 2020. The interruption of plans, scheduled launches, and timelines in early 2020 fostered creativity and an opportunity to show up in our communities. The Bank Iowa marketing team created a COVID-19 page on our website that kept our customers current with our response to the global pandemic and helpful tools and resources available to them. In addition, Bank Iowa launched a program called Helping Hand. This program was designed to financially assist community organizations that were stepping up and helping the community during the pandemic. Bank Iowa donated over $20,000 through the Helping Hand program. We are also planning to participate in a Habitat for Humanity Rock the Block building project this fall, COVID conditions permitting. To summarize our financial performance, organic loan growth in 2019 was almost 10%, and we hit the $1 billion threshold for the first time. The Colfax acquisition added another $20 million in loans. In the first half of 2020, we've experienced loan growth of over 13%. However, over half of this is comprised of $86 million of PPP loans that we expect to be forgiven or paid off yet this year. That still leaves organic growth of nearly 5% in the first half of the year. The $1,069 million number on the graph excludes PPP loans. Deposits also grew about 10% in 2019, and we've experienced an additional 11% growth in the first half of 2020. Much of the 2020 growth can be attributed to PPP loan proceeds remaining idle in clients' accounts, government stimulus money, and reduced personal spending. As a result of this flood of deposits, we've allowed higher cost CD deposits to exit the bank. Consolidated net income at the holding company level was down slightly in 2019 versus 2018. Net interest income and non-interest income both increased in 2019, but non-interest expense grew at a faster pace, and we funded the loan loss reserve by an additional $400,000 compared to 2018. Expense control and improved efficiency are major focuses in 2020 and will be into the future. For 2020, we are projecting strong growth in consolidated net income to $15 million, despite substantially increasing the funding to the loan loss reserve. Loan growth, mortgage loan origination income, net interest margins holding fairly steady in spite of the interest rate environment, and PPP loan fees are the major contributors to improved net income. We are just now kicking off the budget process for 2021. My expectation is that it will be difficult to duplicate our 2020 performance in 2021. Non-performing loans, which are loans placed on non-accrual or are more than 90 days past due, have increased steadily the last 2.5 years from the end of 2017, when we had almost no non-performing loans. Virtually all of the $9.8 million of non-performing loans are in the ag sector. We are working closely with these borrowers to either improve their loan quality or work them out of the bank. Our level of non-performing loans is slightly lower than the average of the 10 Iowa peer banks we use as a benchmark. These updates conclude our 2019 annual report and mid-year update. 2020 has brought us an unusual turn of events that we couldn't have predicted. However, our bank performance continues to remain strong, and we're well positioned to take on the future. We'll continue to take on any challenges thrown our way through the lens of our purpose statement: to empower people, inspire success, and foster growth.